Hey guys, it's Mr. Peng, and just a few hours after the new quarantine rule for Spain, after a surge in cases in the north region in Catalonia, which I will get onto shortly, I want to express my dismay on all this, and also why it's just stupid. And after that, I will quickly move on to why the face covering rule in pubs and restaurants is also a farce. So I will get on to that saying that, so as you see, in the headline, Furious Brits returning from Spanish holidays slam last minute quarantine chaos. I'll stop there as it basically stopped showing us after then. But basically, last minute, and when I say last minute, I mean almost last second. Like, they gave us about a day or two warning when, before they were ostracised for being too slow by giving us 2 weeks warning. But at least give us about 4 or 5 days to at least have time to prepare. Like the people in Spain could lose their jobs from that. Because if they're stuck in Spain, they can't go to work, the companies will have to fire them. Yet they weren't given any notice. And Boris Johnson's just completely left them out to dry. And I think it's a farce that he's been allowed to get away with this. And quite frankly, this is... I've literally lost count of how many balls ups Boris Johnson's made in this pandemic. The English or the British government is easily one of the worst performing governments in the world during this pandemic. With the bar being so low, it really does not even require jumping, to be honest, how it's so low. We'll move on now, just to show that it's Catalonia where the problem is. So it was on the 4th of July, so a few weeks ago when it started surging again, the number of cases in Catalonia in the north of Spain. And basically, because of that, all of Spain, if you look back here again, like the whole of Spain is in quarantine, all because of Catalonia having to be locked down because of a high number of cases. And just to show you where Catalonia is, or how much of Spain it covers, it's literally that. So if you look over here, and if you look on the yellow and red blob, that's Spain, and the red blob in the top right of Spain is Catalonia. So for a number of cases, which is high, in that red part of Spain, so you're saying even people on in the bottom of Spain, like 1,000 miles away from now, even with a very low number of cases, even they have to be punished for Catalonia doing badly. It's absolute nonsense, in my opinion, and I think I struggle to find anyone disagreeing with me on that. And now, moving on to wearing face masks in restaurants and pubs. As you see, so we'll look at the one below the sort of the two question cards, and sort of the bottom full sort of headline. So I'll look at the top one. So, do you have to wear face masks in pubs, cafes and restaurants? And it says below that, new laws governing where mandatory face masks are to be worn comes into force on Friday, which was, I think, 24th, so a couple of days ago now. And then it's mandatory in takeaways and sandwich shops from today, and it's also mandatory in pubs. Now I'll show you why this is absolute nonsense, this ruling. So I'll get the camera ready. So there I am, guys. Hello. So just give me a moment, I'll put the camera down and I'll put my face mask on. So guys, I look pretty fucking paying, don't I? So I'll just get this carrot, which I've eaten most of, just as an example of food. I know you don't eat this in a pub, but just as an example. Look. You can't eat through a mask, can you? Just impossible. To eat, you have to sort of move it up. then you're basically taking it off to eat it. That's a good carrot. Right, so I just swallowed my carrot. Now when it comes to drinking, I'll use my cup of tea here. I know you don't drink that in a pub, but just an example. Fill a glass. You have to completely lift up your mask before drink it, because you can't go anywhere around it. You can't pour it down there, 'cause that'll be really fucking hot. So you have to sort of move it up to about here, and your whole mouth and nose are exposed. Look, then you can only drink it like that. Even like that's a struggle. Even at touch the top of that. I think you just get a picture. Just how little sense this makes, and just how it isn't going to work. And just how this is... And I looked on a poll, right? I think I've lost the picture of it. I would have shown you it. And it said, will you be dobbing on someone if you catch them without a mask? 67% said no, and therefore only 33% said yes. So if only a third of the people are willing to enforce it, then it's not going to work. That's a fact. It simply isn't going to work. But guys, that's it for this rant, and I guess if you enjoyed me seeing me with a face mask, I'll take it off now. So I'm done with the rant, so thank you everyone for watching this video, and peace out.